This is crazy.
I didn't expect
I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
I'm Arvin.baingaru from Palm Golding Properties. We are with Ryan and Kai. We are currently on a 100-acre estate in Tigoni, within an area known as Kiwaroga, whereby we have 1-acre blocks up for sale. It's more of a gated community, semi-gated. We have Maram standard roads. The drainage system is well done, and we have piped water to each block. We have already sold majority of the land here. So what is left is on the other side, which...
Oh, this is all sold?
This is all sold.
How many?
These about...
So
these are about 12 acres
12.
combined. This now is on the trust section, whereby the family did a trust, and they were selling it on the individual in order to get funds to do this infrastructure in terms of the access road, the drainage, and stuff. But ideally, this was the first lot that was sold. Yes.
Now, when did they go up for sale? When did the land go up for sale?
In most cases, they started way back in 2023.
2023.
Yeah, but majority of it we started selling in September last year.
Wow.
And by March this year, we had already sold almost 80% of what was subdivided. Yeah. Now the available block is from that marker going down.
Down that way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good
So
too, because you're on the slope down.
You're on the slope down, and you have a view of not Abadeas, but Uplands Forest. If you come to this side, straight onwards, you have a view of Abadeas Hills.
Right, okay.
Yes. And now the source of also Kamiti River starts from down this slope.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good lot.
Yeah. So.
And how much is this again?
So currently it's going for 18 million per acre.
That's a reasonable amount for.
That's reasonable.
That is like on a hill, in the most beautiful place.
Correct. So
not too far away from Nairobi.
It's about 40 minutes from Nairobi all the way to this side. And one thing about this side, when you're on top of the hill here, you get consistent sunlight.
Yeah.
All throughout the day, as compared to the guys on the lower end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this lot's for sale from this marker.
So it's about 138
wow.
USD.
This is available now.
Yeah.
138.
For an acre.
How do you make sure that production is complete? At that point, when you purchase the land, it's up to you entirely to develop the land. And what is it given in the purchase of the land? You said it's the plumbing. What else?
So what the family has done, because they are not real estate professionals,
Yes.
They brought us in, ideally to try as much as possible to identify how best will they be able to sell the land. And the good thing is they had done the subdivision, they had put in the infrastructure. So, but they didn't want to get muchly involved in the running of the estate. So what they did is we put in structures in terms of once you buy the land, there is an association that will come into play because of also the aspects of electricity, the aspects of sewer and security. Most of the people will do biodigesters here or septics. In terms of security, they'll have to do more of common area. But the family now came in to sell the land as it is, as a block. So basically you'll be in charge of the infrastructure within your property, and this will be communal. So they will prorate a figure which will be paying monthly. But as it is right now, you see there is nothing going on. It's still a tea plantation, because most of the people who bought are still yet to complete their transactions. And some of them actually in the States, like this section, all of this section, most of the buyers are in the US. And what has happened is once they completed their transactions, the harvest of the tea has been continuing and the money is being deposited to their accounts. Because they go and create an account with where we supply tea, and a percentage is taken for management and laborers and the rest is a family of 9. So they inherited the property, and they sort of within the family, the trust, all the family members are under the trust. Then there is now the individual family member section where the individual family member is selling. So that is how they subdivided the estate, the 100-acre estate.
Why would somebody who has this large of a land decide to start dividing it up, subdividing it up, and selling it? Like, what are some of the common issues you're seeing of why people are selling their ancestral land?
So it's more family. Basically, like me, I'm an individual. If I own the farm, I can run it independently. Now I have 5 siblings. Oh, we can't agree. We can't. In most cases, it's different scenarios. It's not based on agreement or what, or maybe each person has their own paths they want to venture into, and they feel that farming is not their activity. So in most of cases, it just boils down to agreement. So, and ideally, one person wants to do their own stuff or want to secure their family and their family's future in another form, and they feel that their dream is not on the land. So ideally, it causes that is the main reason for subdivision.
The source of the subdivisions.
Yes. And also the aspect of liquidity. Maybe someone is not has no money, and you give them a farm, they don't have any clue of how to maintain, how to do tea.
40 acres and a mule, people.
Yes.
Remember that? 40 acres and a mule. What are you going to do with 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
You know?
So ideally, it boils down to the skills and the family generally, how the family is.
Can we talk about the financing? You said that you purchase, then they put in the piping and everything else like that. Is it self-funded based off of the sales of the acres?
Correct. So ideally, they were the first people who came in, but Palm Golding are not coming initially. And the first people that came in, the land had not been subdivided. There was no infrastructure. There were no titles. So it was just based on trust. And the first people bought it, definitely they bought it at a lower price. And ideally, that brought in to this infrastructure and also allowed the family to subdivide the land, have some of the land on trust, and have now some of the land with the amongst themselves.
I see.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah. They have done solar panels. And they have done it in terms of direction of where the sun rises from and where it sets. Yes. So east is here, west is this side. Yeah.
What's the significant impact with solar panels, the addition of solar panels? How does that help?
In terms of?
Well, you got to power the borehole.
I mean, if you power the borehole and everything else like that, but how does it store? How much does it store energy?
So in this case, with these ones, they don't store.
Yeah, no batteries.
They don't store. At the moment, they don't store because it's just this house where the guard stays, and ideally it's just to pump.
Just use the borehole.
Yes, and currently there's the place is not. There's no one living in the area, and we do have one tank.
I see.
And the water is supplied to the other plots now via gravity.
I see.
Yes.
And that's enough to feed 20 acres?
So ideally, until at the point whereby people will start building and living is when we'll get the actual. Currently, we have just estimated because this area is a service area.
Yeah.
So as the population increases, they will add more tanks.
I see.
The area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's part of the agreement when you purchase the property.
Correct.
So what would that entity be called?
So for it will be, this is under the trust. So the trust are in charge of supplying you with water. But ideally, if you feel that you need to do your own borehole, it's also
allowed. Okay.
Yeah, it's also allowed.
You hire someone to do a study on the
yes,
depth?
Actually, first of all, you get people to identify where the water is more. They have that machine that they use. So, and how deep they can go. Actually, in most cases, they just dig until they get to the water.
Okay. They dig a little hole.
Yes. And what happens in this area, ideally, it's not like the common boreholes. It's more of a spring. because the water is not that salty.
Mm.
I even enjoy taking this water.
Or just drinking it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we come on to this side.
Oh wow.
I open
It's
it
random.
Oh, wow.
so the pushes quite a lot.
Mm.
And it's quite fresh spring water.
Spring water, huh? Very nice.
That's crazy.
This place.
So this is the piped water. They were
Oh.
when they were doing the road, they sort of tampered with the
Right.
pipe. So they have to fix it.
Oh, they broke it. It's not buried that deep.
Yeah.
I love how he's kind of making the wall right now, the natural wall of the tea leaves.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it comes across in video, but it is just amazing.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Even this tea, the guy bought, but it's still being maintained by the owner.
Electricity.
Electricity. So from the service area,
Yeah.
we have pulled in a three-phase.
Oh, okay.
So, but now pulling into each block will be expensive. It requires now each and every person to be here, so that when you do it more of as a village
Yes.
or an estate, it becomes cheaper. Yes.
Do people do solar?
Yeah, people do solar,
Pure solar?
pure solar.
And then get some batteries?
Yes. I'll take you to someone who has already fenced his 3 acres, and he has a caretaker on site who has done the proper lawns, and he's already staying there, and they've done solar.
Oh, interesting. Is it considered very expensive here?
No, it's not expensive.
Solar's not expensive?
With about 200,000 Kenya shillings, that's about what in USD. You can have
$3,000?
you can have a proper solar system.
Really?
Yes, proper solar system that powers the whole house. It's an old Kikuyu saying that you can't cut down a mugumo tree. Have you heard of a mugumo tree?
I think, I don't know if that's the same one that was at the Maasai Lodge, and it was like super big. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a super big tree we are going to
Okay.
eat. So ideally this area has been, we have another plot down here up for sale. It's also a 1 acre. They're asking 23.
When you do these tours, man, you gotta get in shape. Get your steps in, right?
See, that's why they got to join the membership.
Yeah.
Send a super chat.
See how much, look at all the work we're putting out here, man. We're over here climbing these hills for you guys, man. Join the membership.
Hearing me breathe all hard in the mic. When I'm editing, I hear my... That's terrible.
I mean, if you're here, the beauty alone, I hope we can capture it. But it's amazing out here. Truly amazing.
So this point is where there is another 1 acre going down.
Down.
This is a slope, right?
Down that way.
Slope, yeah. It's more of a corner plot because it's sloping all the way to the ancestral that I was telling you about.
Right.
And
Oh, it goes all the way.
it's
That's,
available, yeah. Yeah.
This one's complete.
So with this one, you're more closer to the forest. You
yeah.
enjoy the views.
And that's not going to be interrupted. The forest is not going to be
Yes,
interrupted.
yes,
So
yes,
you
at all.
have an amazing view of just everything. Yeah.
What if you do nice cottages here for Airbnb and stuff, getaways, it'll be quite ideal.
It's going to pay for itself. It will pay for itself eventually.
That's my retirement house.
That's your retirement house?
Yeah.
A cot on the slope
Yeah.
in Tigoni?
So that is the bit of the 20 acre that is on this land that is swampy. The land ends at that point where the tea ends at.
Oh, all the way to there.
Yes.
The trust land.
Yeah.
There's someone running
So you are
around
seeing
out
the road this road.
Right.
That is now the government road that goes all the way to there.
there. Oh, okay.
But there is another road. There is a road here that goes circles the estate. Yes, just here, just before the railway line. The railway line is down there.
I can see why they're kind of like looking at this and saying, you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to kind of hold on to this and see what you guys are going to do about it. It is absolutely beautiful.
So where you see kids playing,
Yeah.
that is it was their land, but they relinquish whenever you're subdividing a big land like this, you have to relinquish a percentage of it to the government
Oh, really?
for community aspects.
Oh,
Because the assumption is that it will definitely become an estate. So, and where will those people school? Maybe a police post
oh, I
and
see.
stuff. So they relinquish 2 acres to the government, where they'll do their police post and maybe a center and stuff.
Schools, all
Schools,
that type of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Wow.
But
Yeah, that's beautiful.
There's kids out there playing.
You can hear them.
Yeah, you can hear them all the way
so
from.
that place was is termed as Roromo. Ideally, they were not supposed to be there, but they were given the land during the Kenyatta's period. So it was more of a settlement scheme. So they sort of encroached into the forest a bit, because the forests were coming all the way to this side. So that, but now they have been given title that is their land, they can't further encroach.
Oh, so that was sorted already.
Yeah, that
it's
was
not
sorted.
contested anymore.
Yes, yeah, it's not
Okay.
contested.
I've done a lot of research on the contested lands.
In Kenya.
Yeah, it came up recently, so
Yeah.
I was like, the first
Gain
person,
possession of the land.
the chain of title is disputed.
Yes. So if it's disputed and you don't know, you automatically lose ownership.
Oh, you'll lose ownership
Yes.
unless you can prove the whole chain of title. From
In most cases, if
1960
it's disputed, yeah, you must prove the source, the chain of ownership.
it's on you. The burden is on you.
Yeah, the burden is on you to do your due diligence properly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's risky.
So, you
So there's
whenever-
like a green card, right?
yeah,
that
there's
has-
a green card. There's always a green card that has that history.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the green card has a source.
At least that has two.
Because it has every owner.
Yes, every owner. Yeah. Yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit, but it was interesting. You said a lot of, they're in the U.S., they're in the
Yes.
diaspora, so they're Kenyans that live in the U.S. that are buying some of these.
Correct.
Who are some of the other types of people that have been purchasing these out here?
So we have a lot of people from the US who are buying more of a retirement place. We have also locals. The aspect is retirement and also inheritance. What do they leave for their kids? And we're having, I will peg it on age, in terms of age bracket, is 35 all the way to 45.
Wow.
That is the majority of people who are buying. Yes.
That's fairly young, actually, if you think about
Yeah, that's pretty young for the cost of.
it. Now, at 35
This area,
years
you
old,
know?
do you think you can afford an acre in America? In America.
Somewhere.
It depends on the location.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it depends on the location.
Yeah.
Because in most cases, this is pegged as the high-end location. Because even our 60-year-old person, 70-year-old person wants to own something here. So definitely it cuts across
Yeah.
each age demography. And ideally, someone wants a piece of this paradise. Even me, myself,
Yeah.
I want a piece of this paradise.
Yeah.
So basically, it creates that demand, and people work towards achieving that.
Yes.
So let's say I'm a young person, and I feel that the further I've worked in this life, I can't afford Karen, can't afford Runda,
Westlands.
Westlands, and I feel that Tigoni is closer to my budget. And then I went to Tigoni, get something. I want to leave something for my kids. Ideally, I live in Karen, I live in Runda, and right now those areas are built up.
Yes.
You can't find a 1 acre or 2 acres that is just bare.
Yeah.
So ideally, where do you run to? Tigoni. Where do you run to? Somewhere like Tengela, where there are still huge tracts of land. So that is the main aspect. Yeah.
God, so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Do most of the people purchasing, do you know what their intent is with the property?
So most of them want to build their retirement home, where they'll just move from the busy city and come and stay. We have 2 or 3 people who just want to do a getaway home, where during the weekends it's meant for their retirement home.
Right,
But right now, at this age, now 35, let's say I'm still at the peak of my professional
Yeah,
career.
primary
Yeah,
career, yeah.
So at the end of the day, you just need more of a getaway.
Stay in the city and
Yeah.
then maybe come
What
out
about
here.
farming? What about the tea? What about the
So
tea?
ideally, most of the people want to maintain a bit of the tea, just for purposes of beautification and aspect. Yeah, if you visit a place known as Rich Cabin Resort, it's also new in Tigoni. They have also maintained the tea in that aspect, and they still harvest it. Because if you like, for example, this area.
Right. You could shape
So
it.
we had a lot of tea here. So ideally, the owners decided that they need an area where they can sit. Maybe since now people have bought in.
I mean, look at this.
Yes.
They actually made it a seating area, a natural seating area.
Correct. And
With the
actually,
root.
this seat, these are tea.
Yeah.
The tea
It's a
stuff.
tea
So
root.
when you cut it off, just flip it over and becomes a seat.
You got a coffee table.
Yeah, you got a coffee table. So ideally, that is what they have done. And teas they become sort of a beautification thing.
Yeah. Especially since it's here, you just shape it.
You just shape it, yeah.
It feels like this land is way more just untapped. The things that you can do here, it's like endless. You know? That's the exciting part about real estate. I mean, especially when you're doing this international real estate, you have so many options on where you want to go with what you can do here. I mean, real estate, you can do the tea, you can do the produce, dogs running in the back. I mean, it's a lot of stuff you can do here. A getaway
Yes.
bungalow,
Correct.
all these different type of things you have, and you can all do it within an acre. An acre is a big,
Acre's
big
good.
area, and you can have multiple businesses going on 1 acre.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That really is amazing. Let's go through the process of purchasing land here.
Yeah.
We see it in Westlands. There's a formal letter.
Correct.
It's about 14 days that you get, 14 business days till you get. Could you explain the due diligence and the process of purchasing land here?
So ideally, to purchase a land first, you need to have a lawyer
Okay.
by your side. You also need to identify a good QS, quantity surveyor.
Okay.
Quantity surveyor or a surveyor. Let's leave it as a surveyor, basically, in terms of the land. As quantity surveyor comes in when you're building. But a surveyor, you'll need a surveyor. So basically, once you have identified the land, the first process is putting in an offer.
Right.
And once your offer is accepted, we proceed now to due diligence. Due diligence is where you bring in your surveyor to confirm the beacons, because at times, subdivision of land, you find out that some information are not accurate in terms of what is on paper and what is on ground is not similar.
Yeah.
So you bring in a QS, a surveyor, to confirm the beacons and to confirm the measurements, that what is on ground and what is on paper is at par. And from there, now you continue on to doing the search, and which is mostly done by your lawyer, to do the search, to know how the subdivision approvals was done, how the approval for subdivision, the consent for transfer was given, and to basically get the history of how this title came to be. So basically, once your lawyer has done that, we proceed now to doing the sale agreement. In most cases, once the due diligence is done, it is ideal that you commit, so that your offer, we don't have another person coming to counter your offer. So commit with some money, at least 10%, to secure your offer. After doing the due diligence, then now we proceed to sale agreement.
Yeah.
So that way, so the first time that you would give money is when
you have done your due diligence.
So before that, we do an offer.
Yes.
Then it would open the due diligence period.
Correct.
You would do that. You would spend whatever you need to do your own due diligence. At that point, you would do a deposit and come up with the agreement of sale.
Yes, which now proceed to agreement of sale.
Okay.
Agreement of sale is mainly basically, it takes time. It depends with the lawyers, because ideally that ball falls on the lawyer. It's more of the seller's lawyer and the buyer's lawyer, who ideally agree on the agreement and the terms. Basically, also the aspect of the commitment fee will be factored in the sale agreement, and in most cases 10% is non-refundable if you decide to proceed with the sale. And you sign the sale agreement. So from there, you sign the sale agreement, you do a deposit, which is now an addition to the deposit you had done, and now the process of transfer starts.
Okay.
With the seller's lawyer. Before registration is when you are required to complete payment, so that now they can sign off that it's okay for you to register the title now under your name.
Right.
Yes, and that is how the process gets completed.
Now, do you or Pam Golding, when you get these listings, do you do due diligence to make sure that they own the land and have done the subdivisions or however they want to market the property? Do you do some due diligence beforehand? So like if we know that, you have a listing,
Correct.
it's pre-vetted, so, you can avoid some of the issues that we hear about with 8 people selling the same piece of land.
Ideally, as Palm Golding Properties, we do have our own checklist in terms of whenever we pick any property, whether a house, an apartment, or land. We have a checklist where we check every step by step. It's a step-by-step process, and in most cases, we try as much as possible it not being transactional, but it being based on relationship. So basically, from there is where we get data in terms of how this land came to be. And from there also the documentation aspect, because for us to sell your property, we need the documentations. So firsthand, before even we sell your land, you have to show us proof of ownership, and that is how a process, and there is other underlying conditions.
How long is the formal letter process for land?
In terms of what do you mean by formal letter?
Westlands, for example, gives us about 14 business days to do our due diligence.
Okay.
What is it different with land?
So it's more of the same, because ideally, if you take more time, the land is still in the market, so you lose your purchasability of the land. Most likely, another buyer can come in. So ideally, it's usually restrictive to 14 days, with an aspect of you move faster so that you gain ownership.
I see.
Yeah, but ideally depends with the demand.
Okay, but it's a little bit, when we're talking about land and you're just saying, hey, this tree could be yours, it's a little bit scary.
Yes.
You don't see anything, you just see land.
Yeah.
Or how are you guys open to extending the due diligence period and the formal letter period? Would you guys work with the buyer when it comes to that type of stuff?
Yeah, in most cases we work with the buyer to try as much as possible, because one of the first thing, buying up any property is quite emotional. It's an emotional journey.
Yes, it is.
And you realize that some of the people are spending their lifetime saving in order to buy the property in the first place. So it's an emotional journey that we try as much as possible to be fair to both the seller and the buyer. Because you realize also whenever you put in an offer and you want that 14 days to do your due diligence or to do what, the seller also needs that money and also is pushing us. So we try as much as possible as the agents to be fair to both parties and to understand that both parties, because this person, the seller, is letting go a sentimental thing from there, because now like this land is ancestral, so they're letting go something sentimental, and you're buying something that with an emotional attachment, and also it will be sentimental to you, because the first step actually for you to identify the land, so you have already started creating an attachment. So it all boils down to psychology.
I agree with that. I purchased this area, right? Does it stay like this, or is there overgrowth? Do we have to maintain like some form of lawn or level while we're in the purchase while we purchase this area? So will it be my responsibility at that point, or does it just stay like this in general?
In most cases, once you have purchased, it is highly pegged on you now. But during the purchase process, the owner still maintains the land, because he does not have an assurity that the process will sail through. So ideally, the owner does the maintenance. And I can tell you for this, like example, this block, this is tea that has been recently chopped off in order, because it has reached that period, as Mike was telling us, whereby they need to, so that the new shoots can come up. So, and you find that this is an arrangement that has been done with the owners of the land and the person. The person is not here, but they're in the States. But ideally, the land is still being maintained.
So you have to maintain this land
Yeah,
when
you
you
have
purchase it.
Yeah, you have to maintain it.
You can own it, but it has to be maintained. That's going to be the continuous
will-
fee that you have to deal with.
Yeah, you have to deal with that. But you see, if you don't maintain, you also, when you decide to move in, you'll have a higher maintenance fee.
You have a jungle on your hands.
Yes.
You have like a safari on your hands.
Correct. So ideally, maintaining it, and it does not cost much. And one of the things is with the tea land, you're actually not incurring any cost because the tea is being harvested and being taken to the factory. Yeah.
There you go.
So there's already a sort of partial income that is coming in. Yeah.
So you probably make a little bit.
I make a little bit. You get a little tea. Yeah, that's good.
We like investors who are willing to venture into real estate, willing to come in, buy huge chunks of land, subdivide it into 1 acre blocks because there is demand for it here in Kenya, and generally build a community. And because people want to live in established estate at the end of the day. So do access road, do the street lighting, do the water, and you sell.
So you just buy a big plot, put in the infrastructure, and just
Correct.
resell it.
Correct.
That seems pretty easy, as long as you buy at the right price.
You buy, yes, at the right price. And getting properties at the right price is with Arvin from Palm Golden Properties.
Hey, do you know about stuff before it comes on the market?
Definitely, we usually have, if you want to know about properties that are not yet in the market, go on to Palm Golden website, register for on our private emailer listings, and you will be getting the listings before they get to the market.
This right here is the forest area, right?
Correct.
There's not going to be any development right there, right?
Yeah.
This right now is available for approximately 20 to
23
18
million.
million.
Yeah.
Ryan will do the calculations on that. Could you guys imagine you can get a property here, create bungalows that overlook the forest, and make it Airbnb properties, short-term rentals, vacation home. It's a combination of things that you can do here for your family, for business, for everything all put together. And beyond that is not going to be changed. You're just going to have a view of this forest right here. It's just unbelievable. It really honestly is. It's really nice. So yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, well, editing this is going to take forever because I've never shot so much. And I got to figure out what to keep in there, what to take out.
Take
A
out.
lot of good footage there, right?
And like, what's the story of the video?
Yeah.